Let's get right to it. I want to talk about a truth you've probably been avoiding. Those financial problems you're facing, they're not about the economy or your job or how much education you have. No, they are the walls of a prison that you built, brick by painful brick. The thing is, you're not just the prisoner, you're the warden. And you've been playing both roles for so long, you probably don't even remember what freedom feels like.
Now look at this. This isn't some feel-good motivational quote you scroll past. Think of it as a psychological diagnosis. That number in your bank account, the amount of debt you're carrying, that income level you just can't seem to break past, it's all just a printout, a direct reflection of your subconscious identity. It's simple, really. What you truly believe you are, you become. And what you believe you're worth, that's exactly what you get, not a single penny more. And here's the kicker. That identity, the very core of who you think you are, it's built on a foundation of lies. Welcome to Unspoken Rules. This is the place where we rip apart those lies, we get into the psychological truths that, frankly, nobody else has the guts to tell you. So, if you're looking for someone to pat you on the back and tell you it's all okay, you're in the wrong place. But if you're ready to see things as they really are, then let's get started.
So let's talk about why your best efforts always seem to fail. You've done it all, right? You've tried the budgets, the new strategies, you've even switched jobs. You work harder than anyone you know, you're always learning, but somehow you always end up right back where you started. It's so easy to chalk that up to bad luck, isn't it? But it's not luck, not even close. It's your internal programming. It's a subconscious architecture inside of you, and its only job is to keep you exactly where you are right now.
And that program has a name. It's your wealth identity. Think of it like the operating system running your entire financial life in the background. And let's be clear, this is not some mindset you can just fix with a few positive affirmations. No, this is a deep, core identity program. It runs on autopilot, way below your conscious awareness, and its function is to regulate, to control, exactly how much wealth you are allowed to have.
Okay, so how does this system actually enforce its rules? How does it keep you in line? Well, it uses a mechanism that is, honestly, ruthlessly efficient. It's called your financial thermostat.
It's a simple analogy, but it's incredibly powerful. Just think about the thermostat in your house, right? The temperature gets too high, the AC kicks on and cools things back down to whatever you set it to. Your mind does the exact same thing with money and success. The moment your income, your success starts to rise above what feels psychologically safe and familiar, your brain triggers a correction. It kicks on the AC to bring you right back down to your default setting.
Now there's a clinical name for this. Psychologist Hendricks calls it the upper limit problem, and it's wild when you think about it. We all have a built-in, limited tolerance for feeling good. It's true. When life gets too good, you get that big promotion, you land that massive client, an internal alarm starts screaming. Your subconscious mind literally perceives this new, unfamiliar level of success as a threat, and it immediately launches a counterattack. It initiates sabotage to restore what it considers normal.
And this is what that sabotage, that thermostat reset actually looks like in real life. Be honest, does any of this sound familiar? That car that means a $1,000 repair the day after you get a bonus? That sudden, totally pointless fight with your partner that just sucks all the joy out of a win? Or how about procrastinating on that one project? You know the one that could change everything for you. Listen to me. This is not bad luck. This is not a coincidence. This is your thermostat kicking on. It's a finely tuned pattern of self-destruction, and it's designed for one purpose: to keep you trapped in your familiar, comfortable zone of not quite enough.
So if you're ever going to dismantle this prison, you have to understand how its walls were built in the first place. This whole self-sabotage system, it's not random, it's not chaos, it is fueled by 4 incredibly deep-seated, and get this, protective barriers. These are the very architecture of your prison walls.
And that raises a huge question, right? But why? Why on earth would your own mind actively work against you? The answer is because this system, as destructive as it feels, genuinely believes it is protecting you. It's a primitive safety mechanism. But protecting you from what?
It's protecting you from these. These are the 4 core fears that make up your prison walls. Let's break them down. First, there's this feeling of being fundamentally flawed. It's this deep-down belief that you're just not worthy, so any success you have must be a mistake, a fluke that needs to be corrected. Then there's the fear of disloyalty and abandonment. This is a big one. It's the idea that your success is a betrayal of your family, your friends, your roots, where you came from. The third barrier is the burden of success.
This is the paralyzing thought that more success just means more pressure, more responsibility, and becoming a target. And finally, the fourth one, the crime of outshining. It's this toxic belief that your brilliance, your success, will make other people feel bad about themselves. So you have to hold yourself back. You have to dim your own light to protect their feelings.
Now those last two barriers, disloyalty and outshining, they're rooted in a really powerful psychological toxin. It's called survivor guilt. It's this unconscious, nagging feeling that you just don't have the right to be more successful or happier than the people you care about. So what do? To maintain your connection to your tribe, you subconsciously suppress your own success. You make sure you never get too far ahead of the pack. It's a twisted kind of loyalty, isn't it? A fidelity to the very people you might be trying to get away from.
So here's the crucial thing to understand. Your financial thermostat, you didn't set it. It was programmed for you. It was programmed way back in your childhood by a set of unconscious beliefs about money. And if you ever want to change your financial reality, you have to get in there and deconstruct that original code.
And we actually know what that code is made of. Psychologists, Dr. Brad and Ted Klontz, they call these programs money scripts. Think about that. They're literally the stories about money you absorbed as a kid, long before you could think critically for yourself. They were passed down from your parents, from your culture, and they have been running your entire life on autopilot ever since.
Okay, I want you to look at this table. And I mean really look at it and be brutally honest with yourself. Which one is you? First, is it money avoidance? That core belief that money is somehow bad or evil, so you subconsciously push it away at every turn. Or maybe you're a money worshiper. You're caught in the delusion that more money will solve all your problems and finally bring you happiness, driving you to burnout and crazy risks. Could it be money status? This is where your self-worth is completely chained to your net worth, forcing you to constantly overspend just to keep up appearances. Or is it money vigilance? That constant gnawing anxiety and fear about money that means you can never, ever actually enjoy or use what you have. One of these is your primary program. The first step is to just acknowledge it.
Now, at this point in the process, you might be feeling a surge of energy, a little bit of defiance maybe. You're thinking, okay, I see the problem. I've even identified my script. Willpower is all I need now. I can just force my way out. I'm telling you right now, you can't. Your willpower is not enough. There's one final incredibly powerful mechanism that is designed to lock that prison door shut. It's an internal system specifically designed to defeat your best intentions.
This idea comes from two Harvard psychologists, Robert Kegan and Lisa Lahey, and it's called immunity to change. Just like your body has an immune system to fight off viruses, your mind has an immune system to fight off change. It works by protecting a hidden core belief, and it does this by creating what's called a competing commitment, a commitment that directly contradicts the goal you say you want. Now listen, this system isn't evil. It's not trying to hurt you. It's protective. It's working overtime to keep you safe from something it perceives as a much bigger threat than your current unhappiness. And right here, this is where the internal war is fought every single day. On the surface, you tell everyone, you tell yourself, I want to double my income. But your hidden competing commitment, probably driven by that survivor guilt we talked about, is actually, I am deeply committed to not making my family feel bad about my success. And guess what? That hidden commitment is always more powerful. So you sabotage the opportunity to stay loyal, or you say I want to be debt-free, but your hidden commitment, driven by that money avoidance script, is I'm committed to proving I'm not a greedy person. So you unconsciously find ways to get rid of any extra money that comes in. You see what's happening? It's a complete psychological stalemate. You are flooring the gas pedal and slamming on the emergency brake at the exact same time and wondering why you're not going anywhere.
And please do not mistake any of this for some fluffy self-help theory. This is documented science. In fact, a very recent 2024 study by Fimiani and their team laid out the hard data. They confirmed a direct, measurable link between feelings of guilt over success and the exact self-sabotaging behaviors that lock this immunity to change in place. The guilt is real, and its consequences are frankly devastatingly predictable.
So let's be absolutely clear about something. The fact that this internal prison got built in the first place, that programming, that's not your fault. It was installed in you before you even had a choice in the matter. But now, you've seen it. You've been shown the blueprints. The architecture has been revealed. And from this moment on, choosing to stay ignorant, well, that's a decision. And that decision is now your responsibility.
So the unspoken rules have been spoken out loud. The invisible system that runs your life has been made visible. The question is no longer what is holding you back. We've covered that. The only question that matters now is this one. Are you going to remain a willing prisoner in a jail you built yourself? Or Are you going to commit right now to the hard, necessary work of breaking free? Look, this channel isn't for just passively watching. It's a declaration. It's a commitment you make to strip away all the comforting lies and finally see the psychological machinery that's been dictating your entire life. This is the first step in a profound transformation, from being an unconscious subject of your programming to becoming the conscious architect of your reality.
So what you do next isn't just a click, it's a choice, and it has consequences. Hitting subscribe is your commitment to continue dismantling this programming. Ringing that bell, that's your decision to stay awake, to stay aware. Going down to the comments and writing the money script that has controlled you, that is a powerful act of defiance. And liking this, that's a declaration to yourself and to everyone else here that you are finally committed to change.
In the end, the choice is yours. It always has been. You can click away from this right now and go back to the comfortable, familiar walls of the prison you know so well. Or you can begin the journey of stepping into the reality you know you deserve. The work is going to be hard, I won't lie to you, but staying where you are after what you've learned today, that's just not an option anymore.